So here's another update for you on the connection between the RC-N1 and the RC controller, the Goggles 2 and the Mini 3 Pro. First, a huge thank you to Devious FPV for testing this out and bringing back some information so I could try this myself. So I basically now finally managed to connect the DJI RC and the DJI RC-N1 controller to the Mini 3 Pro and to fly it with the DJI goggles too. And I must say, it is amazing. Now, the same thing goes for the Mavic 3 Classic or any other Mavic 3 drone. If you don't have the motion controller 2, you can do this in the exact same way as I'm going to show you in today's video. But I also somehow want to apologize to DJI for my latest video, which I uploaded only a few hours ago. But this is a bypass to get it to work. So I don't know, I still get the message inside the goggles saying that with the use of the Mini 3 Pro is only supported by the motion controller 2. So, you know, this is working. If it's optimal, I don't know, and you will be doing this at your own risk. So I suggest that you do this within a controlled environment to start with, and then maybe for a longer period to see if there is any issues that you experience when doing this. But it definitely works and it is amazing. The feed is better than I expected. But hey, if you want to take the chance, go for it. The worst thing that can happen is that the drone is actually fail-safing and landing. So if you do this within a controlled environment, it will just land straight down. Not sure how the home point system is working when you're using these controllers with the goggles and the Mini 3 Pro, but I guess we will eventually find out. So in order to get this to work, you first need to have all your devices, that's the DJI RC or the RC-N1 and the Mini 3 Pro and the goggles 2 updated to the latest firmware. But if you struggle to update the goggles 2 to the latest firmware using the DJI Fly app, I recommend that you do the DJI Assistant 2 Consumer Drones version. There's so many, so it's on the top there on the screen once you go in there. I will leave a link to it actually down in the description below, so you can easily download that if you need to update that way. But once you have everything updated, you start by powering on the Mini 3 Pro and the DJI RC or the DJI RC-N1 controller. Once these are powered on, you turn on the goggles, and for this you actually might have to go through the steps where you plug in your phone into the goggles to link everything up with the Mini 3 Pro. It depends if you're already done it or not, but this should actually connect automatically. Especially after the first connection, you should be able to do this seamlessly without having to use a cable or anything like that. Now, once you have the goggles on, you need to go into the settings here under status and then over to switch. And here you can locate the DJI Mini 3 Pro and select that and then select switch. That will put the DJI goggles 2 in connection or in linking mode to the Mini 3 Pro, and that whole process is automatically and goes pretty fast. Now, once you have all of this connected, you can also see on your DJI RC or on your phone if you use the DJI RC-N1 controller that you have this message, and this basically prevents you from taking off. But if you now power off the goggles and wait until you get the image back from the Mini 3 Pro, you can now take off the drone and then fly around. And once you have it up in the air, you can power on the goggles again, and after a few seconds you will be able to see a live preview from the drone's feed inside the goggles. And you can now enjoy flying around with the Mini 3 Pro using the DJI goggles 2 with either of your desired controllers, RC-N1 or the RC Pro. They work exactly the same. For some reason, I felt like the DJI RC was lagging a little bit more than the RC-N1. Could be some interferences. I'm not gonna do a deep test of that. It's not optimal. It's not optimal. It's not gonna, you know, it's not meant to work with these yet, but it works, which is awesome. So at least you can test it out and see if you enjoy it. And if you really enjoy it, you know, go buy the Avata. Go buy the Avata. It's so much more fun than flying really slow with the Mini 3 Pro. But if you're also curious about the footage coming from this, here's the footage coming from the Goggles 2. This is a screen record of the Goggles 2. And the next one here, we have the recording from the DJI Mini 3 Pro itself. The next time you want to fly some FPV with your Mini 3 Pro, you only have to turn on the drone. turn on the drone, turn on the controllers, and then take off. Make it hover for a little bit, and once you've done that, then you can turn on the goggles too, and it should automatically connect to your Mini 3 Pro or your Mavic 3 Classic or any of the other Mavic 3 series drones, and you should be able to see the live feed in your goggles and can control it and fly around as you wish. And again, you do this at your own risk, but it looks really, really awesome, and you can actually, it is a different feeling than staring at the screen of your controller. So if you have it, go out, test it right away or whenever you get the chance. And that's gonna be everything for today. I hope you found this video a little bit more helpful than the previous one. And yeah, I hope you found them both helpful. And if you did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more videos, and also don't forget to get the free DJI cheat sheets for the Mini 3 Pro, which you can use in combination with the goggles 2 and the controller of your choice. You're able to adjust all the settings inside the goggles as well. I have a full tutorial on the Avata, and it's the same thing. You're just limited to a few features, so you cannot record in 4K 24, for example, and that has something to do with the feed coming from the goggles. The lower the frame rate, the more stutter you will experience. So when you're using FPV goggles, especially the goggles 2, I recommend going as high on the FPS as possible, even when you fly the Avata or the DJI FPV drone. So yeah, that's everything for today. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.